Hi Libra, welcome back to Intuitive Garden Tarot. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Nicole. I have a special treat for you today. I'm going to be doing a zodiac spread, which is more detailed, and it'll look at every area of your life for the coming year for 2025. Remember, if you'd like to book a personal session, you may do so at intuitivegardentarot.org. All the details are on my website. And if you're new to my channel and like my content, please hit that like button, share with any friends, subscribe. It's all free and it helps my channel grow. I appreciate it very much. All right, Libra, 2025. We have the High Priestess, the Hanged One, the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, 3 major arcana right off the bat. 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords, Empress, 3 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Moon, my goodness, 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. All right, let me just take a inventory here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana out of 7 cards. That is a really strong energy for you, Libra. 2025 is going to be a powerful year for you. And right here in the House of Aries, this is about you, yourself, your personality. Looks like you're really tapping into your intuitive abilities. She is known as the psychic in the deck. And you might actually be really creating something and finding some pleasure in being in your intuitive self and sharing that with others. You might find that that is actually your gift. Wow, what a start. That's across from the 3 of Swords, which is an energy of releasing heart pain, heart trauma. So there's a connection in terms of the more we can honor whatever wounds we might have been holding on to, and allow those to flow through and release them from our energy field, then we're much more able to tap into our intuition with precision and with clarity, or even tap into it at all. When we shut down parts of ourselves from our past heartaches or experiences, then we're shut down. We're not functioning with all of our parts working well. So that right there is a strong start for you. And the moon energy, tapping into your feelings, your connection to the moon, your emotions, is a part of your gift, as well as your personality. Sharing that with others as you understand who you are, let others know who you are. Next, we have the Hanged One, and this is in the House of Taurus, about your resources, your finances, your value, your possessions. And they might just be hanging out there the way they've been previously. Looks like there's a bit of reflection going on around finances for you. And it's across from the 7 Pentacles, which is also a card of waiting and patience. And Pentacles being about money, the physical material world. There's a lot that you can be nurturing during the year and tending to in terms of developing your financial landscape, if you will. But it's going to be important to keep a different perspective. A unique perspective, an enlightened perspective about finances, how important they are, as well as how to utilize them or engage with your finances, your possessions, your value. That light around this figure's head, and all this energy moving up through the crown chakra into, the higher self, is really going to be an important way for you to engage with that energy for the year. And there's a lot, I feel like next year is going to be about planting a lot of seeds and just nurturing those things as they mature throughout the year. So it might be a slower moving process, but it will be a really profound process. All these colorful fruits, if you will, that are growing on these vines. And again, it's playing off of this Seven of Pentacles energy, which is all this growth on the vines that isn't quite ripe yet, but you can see how beautifully they're coming along and how they're growing. And this person is really loving and lovingly tending to whatever it is that they're trying to grow and nurture and nourish. So staying in that perspective is going to be very important. Next, Libra, we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is in the house of Gemini, communication, how you connect with others. So things might be really picking up speed, and I've never seen this on this card before, but look at all these little squiggles of motion from the wheel turning. I think your communication and your connection with others is going to go far and wide, and it's really going to reach others and pick up a lot of different connections along the way. That looks fantastic. And it's across from the Emperor, which is a really strong, solid, established, grounded energy. Wow. Okay, in the house of Cancer, at your foundation, this is the base, your home life, your family, and as I said, your foundation. This energy is about being really strategic, particularly with your thoughts and words, how you talk to yourself, how you talk to others, speaking of communication. And perhaps even some diciness that you might have to navigate. But again, staying grounded and focused on maybe what's more important in terms of communication in your family life or your home life, and maybe let other bygones be bygones might be the way to go for this coming year. That's what I'm seeing from this. And it is across from the Moon card, which is a very deep card of emotions. Emotions deep down in the deep depths, unseen, maybe coming to the surface. So there may be some situation or interactions that come to light that can be triggering if you're not in that grounded space. And that's what I said by, the little diciness. I feel like this huge buck has already crossed over this water without getting cut by all these swords, without getting hurt or trapped or stuck, and just takes what's important here with him and leave the rest behind. So again, I'm getting communication about deep feelings or things that maybe have been hidden from you or you might be hiding from others. Be really discerning and selective about how you want to navigate that. Okay, Ten of Swords. This is in the house of Leo, which is about pleasure. What brings you joy? What's fun for you? And this card in particular in this deck is more of an activation to me of a lot of energy coming in. And as long as you're able to stay grounded, look at how there's this line from the heart going all the way down into the earth energy from that root chakra. As long as you can stay centered, keep your heart open and grounded, it could be a really blessed time of many opportunities, really being lit up again. I'm getting on joy and pleasure. Perhaps it's something you haven't been feeling a lot of, and it's long overdue. Yeah, and it's across from the Two of Pentacles, which is adding the perspective of really flipping things around from maybe the opposite of how you used to approach what brings you joy. Maybe go in the complete opposite direction, and let your heart guide you. And being an air sign, that might not be your go-to or your typical way of approaching things, but that might really benefit you and bring in a whole new perspective of joy and pleasure, which might be worth experimenting with. Okay, we have the Empress card next, and this is in the House of Virgo, which is your daily habits, routines, your health. And this is a lush energy of abundance, really being connected to nature and the earth. It's a mother energy. So from that, I'm getting to, first of all, own and appreciate that you're probably having an experience of an abundant life, an abundant health, wellness. And it just seems very cosmically ordained, if you will. Nature is really an important habit to establish if you don't already have a way of connecting to nature, the earth. As I just said in the last card, being grounded is about being connected to the earth. That's something that is going to be very healthy for you, and it's going to pay off in spades, is how I'm hearing that. And it's across from the Three of Pentacles, which is a card of collaboration with others, maybe even learning from others. So there might be a really established female, perhaps, not necessarily a female, but if it's a male, it would be somebody with very feminine, nurturing energy. As a mentor, as a teacher, as a guide, as a health practitioner, that might be something, again, that can really be helpful to you, as well as paying attention to your emotions and keeping them in balance. That might mean connecting with a talk therapist or something like that. Sharing with like-minded people ideas about health or what's working for you, what's working for them, and not just physical health, but mental and spiritual health as well. That's something that is going to really benefit you if that's deeply rooted in your daily routines. And when I say daily routines, I know for myself, I end up interpreting that as something you need to do every day. Maybe one day you're focusing on your physical health, the next day you're focusing on your emotional balance. It doesn't have to be the same set of routines every single day, but be in a consistent cycle of connecting with your health and with nature and keeping your emotions in check. All right, next we have the Three of Swords. This is in the House of Libra. Libra, you, partnerships, negotiations, contracts, one-on-one relationships, whether they're business, romantic, non-romantic, otherwise. There might be a feeling of some sadness. And I'm getting it might even be something from the past that has been kind of stuck in your heart, that it might be a good time to acknowledge and let that flow. When we heal those heart wounds, as I mentioned earlier, not only are you more tapped into your full potential or your greater potential, you're also more able to connect with others, whether romantically or not, in a way that's not coming from old wounds. So if you're longing for that connection, or if you're in a connection that's painful, by facing those wounds and acknowledging them, as I said, and allowing them to flow through you and not just be stuck in you, you can have the opportunity then to intuitively move forward in a new way in whatever partnerships you're engaging in. And it's, yeah, I see there's just, this is something stuck in your thoughts of not wanting to trust others, is how I'm getting that across from the High Priestess. Wanting to keep things hidden, keep your heart a little hidden, keep your feelings a little hidden. But overall, with all this rain coming down from the clouds, it looks very cleansing and appropriate to release that. You don't want to recreate that and repeat that energy, Libra. At least I wish for you to not have to repeat that, but we all have free will, and we all are meant to have our own experience, right? So next we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is in the house of Scorpio, birth, death, transformation. Some of you might be nurturing a pregnancy or become pregnant during the year. And again, it's a card of patience, of letting things come to fruition in their natural time. So if there's something you want to give birth to, whether it's a new career, a new way of being, a new relationship, a new member of your family, an idea, a project, remember that in due time is how I'm hearing that. Keep your heart open, keep connected to loving and nourishing whatever it is that you're working on, or whatever's gestating in you, whether it's a human being or an idea, and allow it to have the time to transform into what it's supposed to be. And that's going to work out best if you don't rush or push. That is, again, across from the Hanged One, which, as I mentioned earlier, is about taking pause, things being on hold a little bit, maybe things being uncomfortable for a little while. But it is by choice, and it is for a higher purpose, and perhaps something that you've even wished for and wanted. So don't poo-poo that if something you want is taking longer than you thought or bringing up a certain level of discomfort. Just take care of yourself as best you can, and give it time to come to fruition. All right, next we have the Emperor card in the house of Sagittarius, which is travel, your purpose, your religion, your beliefs, morals, philosophy. This is really solid energy again, and I'm tuning right into the white and black horse, like kind of charging behind this Emperor, causing no harm, but it's as if he's just deeply rooted in the center of polar opposite energy. And what I'm getting from that is it's just it might be something that changes. You might be changing your perspective. You might just do a complete 180 in terms of what it is that made you feel solid and secure, or what it is that you believed in. You might see things the complete opposite way than you have about something you believe in. You might feel very differently about your religion. That movement of travel, you could be drawn in different directions for different reasons, but there is a speed. It's like I can hear those horses galloping. So these polarities are, I think, the key for you, Libra, and you're all about balancing things, two sides, bringing them into balance. And again, there just might be a speedy shift of something that was off that suddenly is in balance for you. And again, it feels like it might be surprising or just kind of feels like it's out of nowhere. But whatever it is, there's something fortunate about it. There's some kind of blessing in there. So whatever shift you make or turn you make, and it could even be as simple as changing travel plans, it's going to go in the right direction or in one that serves you better. So, wow, that's unique. All right, next we have the Moon card in the House of Capricorn. This is about career, achievement, status. And the Moon card is an emotional card. It's about the cycles of the moon, about things that are not seen on the surface. And I feel I'm hearing that wolf at the bottom howling to the moon. So there's something about connecting again to your deeper emotions and letting something that's been maybe down below, not seen by you, not seen by others, come to the surface. And I'm hearing be loud and proud. And it might be a strategic process. And this could be for some of you career or something you're working towards, might be a little dicey, and there might be some hidden struggles that you didn't know were there, because here's the water again with all those swords. And as I said earlier, I see that buck having crossed through that in order to get to the other side safely without getting trapped and taken down by all that sword energy. You might have to dig deep, and you might have to go big to make something really happen if you've been trying to achieve something, or to reach a new level of status in some way or another. There's some kind of mental strategy. So let me know in the comments how this resonates with you, Libra. All right, next we have the Two of Pentacles in the House of Aquarius, which is about friendship, social circles, community. And again, I'm getting that total flip vibe of a 180, of something just completely going in the opposite direction. So tapping into the flow is going to be important for you, Libra. Remember to allow things to move in their own state naturally, and keep things in balance. This is another card about balancing and juggling things. So you want to make sure that you have time for your friends as well as time for yourself. And it's across from the Ten of Swords, which is that high intensity activation energy. So you might be finding that as you are getting rebooted in terms of what you like or enjoy or what gives you pleasure, you might be looking for a change or attracting new friends or new social circles that are more in alignment with you, your energy, and what inspires you. Lastly, we have the Three of Pentacles here in the House of Pisces, which is about your subconscious emotions, your creativity, your expansive experience with the greater beyond, really going beyond into the outer limits. And this is a card of community, again, connecting with like-minded people, building something, a structure, a foundation of sorts in this area of your life that will live on for generations. Very interesting. And it's across from that deeply rooted earth energy of the Empress, which is a great balance because Pisces does well with a little earth energy. So maybe you'll want to explore more about the earth, things we don't know or didn't understand before, which is a whole higher perspective of the earth and how the earth regenerates itself, is what I'm getting. That might even be the digging deep if you're in a career with the earth and studying deep waters or deep earth, deep rock. There might be something there for some of you, Libra, that would be very fulfilling and abundant to explore. And it's really ripe. That area is really ripe for creating something, especially in collaboration with others. So only you know what that is for you, Libra, but this is really a beautiful, interesting energy. Okay, we're going to tie this all together with a 13th card from the garden. This card will be in the center of the zodiac wheel, and it will impact every other card I mentioned and every other thing we've talked about. So, vitality. Fig. Love it. And right away I saw the figure, the symbol up top for Taurus, which is about resources, finances again, luxury. And I think you, Libra, also have an appreciation for beautiful things and beautiful experiences. So vitality and this snake, which is so about transformation and shedding your old skin, is a beautiful energy. So it's just reaffirming that 2025 for you is going to be a ripe year and a productive year where you might really just be, I keep getting the word activated, reset, or what's another word? Inspired in some way to really let go of some things that aren't serving you anymore. And I'm getting particularly some old heart wounds. And allow yourself to transform and give yourself time to explore and feel into what it is that you enjoy and what you want to create. But it looks like it's going to be a very interesting year for you, Libra. And again, if you'd like to book a reading with me, you know where to go, intuitivegardentarot.org. I'd love to give you a personal session and look at some detailed questions that you might have for your specific life, because everyone is having their own experience. Other than that, Libra, I wish you a wonderful year. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.